Listen, sis. Can we collectively agree that we will not be friends with every fudging man that is a failed date? Stop being friends with these niggas. Stop it. They don't want to be friends with you. They want access. And if you are a single woman, cis hetero, and you are trying to date cis hetero men, heed my words. Any man that is a go with the flow, still figuring it out, low effort, low commitment, is not a good friend. They do not make good friends. They want access. And it might not be to coochie. It might be to your time, your energy. It might be to your social circle because you have one and they don't. These are not good friends. Stop making these people your friends so they can double back and round the block on you. We're not, no. No. Stop it. And we're trying to be friends with men who intentionally create confusion, who are intentionally vague, who intentionally waste our time so that they can milk us like a fucking farm cow for as much as they can, for as long as they can. They intentionally create dynamics with us that feel like relationships, that are intimate, highly intimate, with or without sex. My cat's about to try to steal my mac and cheese. Go. Binks, go. They are intentionally creating these dynamics so that they can get as much access as quickly and for as long as possible before they have any sense of responsibility to reciprocate, before they have any responsibility to be consistent, before they have any responsibility to be integrous. These are men that are not good friends. If you cannot do what you say you're going to do, if you cannot acknowledge that intimacy, whether there's a label or there's not a label, it's still intimacy and it still has an impact on the feelings of another person, you're not a good friend, you're not a good friend, you're not a good friend. Stop being friends with these roving pack of male hyenas. Like, they're not good friends. They want access so they can spin the block. They want access because you're a social butterfly, and they aren't. They want access because you're beautiful and they think you'd make a good trophy. They want access because they think over time, creating a false sense of connection is going to eventually make you let your guard down so they can get some ass. These are not good friends. They're just not. So, can we at least be friends? No. No, nigga, I'm not looking for no fucking friends. I have friends, good quality friends, who do what they say they're going to do, who show up for me, who prioritize their time with me, who are consistent, who create clarity. Those are good friends. It's a reason why you've been single for 45 years. You're not a good friend. You're definitely not going to make a good partner, and you know that, but you still want sex. And you still want to offload your emotional labor onto someone and your mental load onto someone. The truth of the matter is, we need to excommunicate men who fail to evolve emotionally, mentally, socially. And the only way to do that is to refuse them friendships. Especially after they've been trying us romantically. You need to refuse them friendships. You need to refuse to include them in your community. You need to stop doing labor for them. Stop feeling sorry for them. We are handicapping these men. We are handicapping them. There is enough internet to go around. There's enough therapy to go around. There are good quality men who are talking about unpacking toxic masculinity, talking about how to grow, how to change, how to develop and really love yourself and develop a sense of integrity. There's book after book after book after book. And I'm not talking about the 48 laws of power and those dumbass stupid books about chasing money. I'm talking about developing character. And we need to excommunicate these men from community, from access to us, because they're not evolving. They're not evolving with the times. And we are still rewarding them with attention and time and sex and access to our homes and our community. And they're not safe because they won't evolve. So at this point, we need to force that evolution by refusing to do the work for them anymore. You cannot, that's why I'm saying you can't be friends with these people. With these men, you cannot be friends with them because they're offloading all of their work onto you. All of that internal work that you've had to fight so hard to do, they're offloading onto you so they don't have to do it. And they're causing harm in the process, making you feel like a dumbass. You're not. But they're making you feel like a dumbass. They're making you feel like something is wrong with you. And you're over communicating. You're nurturing. And you're loving. And you're being vulnerable with people who haven't earned that vulnerability and who don't know how to protect it. Look at eyelash on my hand. We need to back away slowly from these men, and that means that you can't be friends with men who are not evolving, who aren't invested in their own personal growth or the growth of the community or the folks around them, and that is a lot of them.